try to weigh our RV at least once a year, usually at the beginning of the camping season. And for us, that's April. There are so many things to consider when weighing your RV and lots of crazy acronyms. So let's get those out of the way first.
First acronym is your GVWR, and that's your gross vehicle weight rating. It is the maximum permissible weight of the RV to include the vehicle itself, its cargo, liquids, people, and accessories.
The next acronym that you need to know is the UVW. Now the UVW is the dry vehicle weight. It is the weight of the RV as it comes off the line from the manufacturer.
Next is your CCC, and that is your cargo carrying capacity.
That is the GVWR minus the weight of the RV when it comes off the line from the manufacturer.
What's important about the cargo carrying capacity is that you want to know how much you weigh because you do not want to damage your RV or put yourself in an unsafe situation by having an overloaded vehicle.
There's one more term that we need to go through before we get into weighing our RV, and that is the gross axle weight rating. So even though your RV has a maximum vehicle weight rating, you also are limited to the amount of weight that you can put on each axle of your RV. Okay, so now that we know these terms, we have to prepare our vehicle before we weigh it. We want to make sure that our RV has a full fuel tank. We want to make sure that we fill our water tank up to the amount that we usually have when we travel. Now in our case, we usually fill our freshwater tank to about 1/3 when we're on the road. We usually don't need more than that to get to our destination. We want to make sure that our propane tank is full because all of these things will add to your weight. Also, anything you carry on board you want to make sure is there. So we usually carry about 4 to 5 bundles of firewood, our chairs, our mat, our solo stove, our Blackstone, and our Starlink. We're also going to check our tire pressure and make sure that our tires are fully aired up. We need to hook up the Jeep so that we can bring it onto the scales and get a weight for both our RV and our Jeep.
These scales weigh by the axle.
Right, which is something that we should also talk about, John. Now, they do say that the best way to weigh your vehicle
It's terrible.
is on all 4 corners. And what that means is that what you really want to look for when you're weighing a vehicle is not just how much weight is on each axle, but you also want to know how much weight is on each tire. Now, unfortunately, we do not have a 4-corner weigh station in our area. In fact, we couldn't find one within 250 miles of where we live. If you want to get a 4-corner weight, there are a few places that you can check. One is Escapees. Every so often they do 4-corner weigh-ins. You can also get 4-corner weighs at rallies. A lot of times at rallies, they will have that available to you. In addition to that, you can check rvsafety.com, and they usually have a listing of when they will be doing 4-corner weights and where they'll be doing them at. There are some people who will tell you just go to the cat scales and put half of your RV on the scale. So put your tires, put one side of your RV and your car on the scale, and then go back around and put the other half on the scale. Please don't do that. The cat scale can be set off weight if you try to weigh in the middle. And you'll notice that a lot of cat scales now have concrete barriers to keep you from only weighing one half of your RV and then going back and weighing the other. I don't think it's that bad if you just get an axle weight. It can give you a really good idea. But we have some suggestions if all you have available to you is an axle weight. What you need to do is go through your RV and take a look at how it's set up. Like we're sitting on this slide. What is here? We have a dinette, we have our pantry, and we have our washer and dryer. Now we know our washer and dryer is heavy, so you want to make sure that you don't store too much stuff in the cargo bays under your washer and dryer. On the other side, we have our refrigerator and our Brooklyn bedding mattress, which is a little bit heavier than what the standard RV mattress is. So then we also want to be careful that we're not putting too much weight on the right side of our RV, because we already know from the appliances that we have here that the right side is going to be carrying more weight than the left side, which is a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Now we are ready to head out and go to the Catskills. What?
Let's go. I'm ready to get out of here. Let's go.
Need to find the closest cat scale? Download the cat scale locator to find the cat scale closest to you. Then download the Weigh My Truck app. It will make things so much easier when you get to the cat scale. Next, pull up onto the scale. There are 3 rectangles. Pull forward so that your first set of tires is in the center of the first rectangle. Your second axle should be in the second rectangle, and your vehicle should be in the third.
Now, so that we get the weight with both of us in there, since that's how we usually travel, before we go ahead and start the scales, I'm going to hop inside with John.
Using the app, accept the weight fee, and then just wait for your report.
Weighmaster is verifying information.
Oh, awesome.
I hope they're not confused.
Because it asked, it's so windy outside.
It is.
It asked what our commodity was, what we were, and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know how to answer those questions, and they were mandatory questions, so I just said RV, 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 RV.
RV.
So hopefully that's enough.
I hope so.
We'll find out.
Oh, we gotta wait, John.
Oh, you're
we gotta
so
wait.
excited. You're so excited. What's the weight?
How about we take this, and we go back, and we figure it all out? Okay. So we took the RV back to storage. We're back home. We've had a chance to look over our numbers. And honestly, John, it doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't.
So a couple of more terms that we need to share with you so that you understand what you're looking at when you weigh your RV. And that is, looking at the Catskill report, they use steer, drive, and trailer. And for us, the steer is the front axle, the drive is the rear axle, and the trailer would be our tow vehicle, which is the Jeep. So looking at the steer, it is less than the front GAWR, which is the gross axle weight rating for the front. The drive axle is less than the rear GAWR, and the only place where we have an issue right now is the tow vehicle. Right. I got some modifications to do more off-roading with my Jeep, and that put the Jeep over the weight limit for our vehicle. The gross combined weight rating is everything in your RV. Passengers, liquids, cargo, even your tow vehicles included in that number. So you want your gross weighting from the Catskill to always be less than the GCWR. I probably should have weighed the Jeep before I did those modifications, so my Jeep does exceed the weight limit if we're towing it by like that much due to those recent modifications. So I'm gonna have to make some changes to my Jeep. I'll probably take the hard top off, put the soft top on. I've carried some stuff in my Jeep like tools and things like that. I'll probably remove those when we are towing the Jeep, since we already have lots of tools available to us in the RV, and we should be okay. We found out that over 64% of our viewers have never weighed their RV. Put down in the comments below if you've ever weighed your RV, and let us know whether or not it was overweight, underweight, or just right. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button if you find value in our content. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.